She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
What's up, my Finna loves? This is Finna D coming to you all from Finna Team News. I know we're talking about Kenya and Cynthia Bailey and the interview, but before I get into that, Kenya just posted these images right here. Well, this image with the original background and then a different background that it looks like she was, an edit that happened. But I mean, come through. Beautiful, stunning. And what she wrote as a caption matched the intro perfectly. Spring is here and it's time to clean out your closet. That means bad habits, bad eating, and people who aren't good for you. I'm not going to put you on blast, but then I got a DM with this image, and the person wrote, caption, I want to say, yeah, Cynthia, it's not good for you. I don't leave Flip Flopper alone. Kenya was very pleasant in her interview. So speaking of Kenya and Cynthia Bailey, friendship or the lack thereof, let's get into the video I recorded previously after Kenya Moore interview and what she had to say about Cynthia Bailey. I have included the link in the description below. For those of you who did not watch the interview, go there and hear everything that Kenya Moore had to say, because as you can see, I'm just focusing on the key parts. One key part is the fact that Cynthia Bailey been doing all of these interviews talking about Kenya Moore. But there's a difference in explaining something that happened between you and your friend and just explaining your version and saying, this is what happened. This is how it made me feel, but I'm good now, compared to trying to make this person look like this terrible friend. A certain part of you that you did not want everyone to see was exposed. So now I have to desperately drag this other person so people can understand why I behave that way. That's the energy Cynthia Bailey was given in her interviews. And I said, Kenya Moore is paying Cynthia Bailey dust and she's not responding. However, when she starts doing press for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, when her check is involved, okay, when promoting the show is involved, when her job is involved, that's when she's going to start talking. And I was right. But there was a part of the interview where Kenya Moore said this about Portia Williams, okay? When he asked her, the interviewer asked her about Portia Williams. And she said, when you do all you can and people still reject your friendship, let them go. She could have said this about Cynthia Bailey. But the difference is she and Cynthia Bailey on her end, she thought Cynthia Bailey was her real friend. She thought she had a real sister and friendship with Cynthia Bailey compared to Portia. And so that's the reason why that statement wasn't made towards Cynthia Bailey. So let's talk about what she had to say about Cynthia. So the interviewer asked her, how are you feeling about the future of that friendship, meaning the friendship with Cynthia Bailey? Kenya responded, well, I'm hopeful. I'm looking forward to what it could be. I think it could be even better. The interviewer basically said, when you watch the show back, the Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip, were you confused trying to figure out where all of this animosity was coming from Cynthia Bailey? And Kenya said, yeah, when I watched the show back, Cynthia Bailey reaction and the way how she treated me, I felt like it was, undeserved. I felt like it was out of place, and I felt like she used a word that I always use on here, that Cynthia Bailey was projecting. Okay. And then the interviewer said this, not her. He said, to me, my thought was maybe she knew her time in Atlanta was coming to an end and that had her in her feelings and she took it out on you. And Kenya responded, no lies detected. I initially felt that because I didn't know where any of it was coming from. Cynthia is not the type of person that's going to be in a situation where everyone is gunning for her. You're not that girl. So it was just confusing why she thought I wasn't supportive of her. Okay. And then she talked about how the show was very liberating. She also said that this season on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's very cutthroat. She's not taking crap from anyone. She have set healthy boundaries. So if you are aware of her healthy boundaries and you intentionally cross the line, okay, she have no problem cutting you off. I'm not saying that Cynthia Bailey feelings are not valid. What I am saying is that after over a decade of friendship, when you really think someone is your friend, that's how you talk about them. You don't go in interviews and make it seem like this person is your enemy. Okay, so Kenya and I had situations. Okay, so Kenya and I had certain situations that happened on the show, but Kenya and I, we've been friends for a while. We talked about it. I'm still not there yet, but we're working on it. That's friendship. Like Kenya said, I'm hopeful it could be better. Kenya could have come in this interview and said, you know what? Cynthia been doing all of these interviews, dragging my name. That is exactly what that girl over there would have done. That girl over there would have gone in interviews and said, Cynthia been doing all of these interviews, dragging my name, talking about me. It's clear, okay, that she was never my friend, and I don't want to have anything to do with her. Next question. That's exactly the energy that girl over there would have given Cynthia. But here goes Kenya Moore. I'm hopeful. I think it could be better. That's Kenya Moore saying, yes, girl, I will help you get your peach back. Even though you might stab me in the back like Milo, once you get your peach back and get back on the show. Because that's exactly what Cynthia Bailey is going to do. If you're not going to talk about your marital issues, what else is there to talk about? Of course, come back on the show, and if they give Portia Williams her peach back, stab Kenya in the back, becomes BFF for Portia, have conversations like Portia saying, I told you she wasn't your friend. Cynthia saying, I know I should have listened, all for a storyline for a check. I can clearly see that happening if Kenya Moore does that. But the way how she's sounding in her interview, it looks like she will absolutely once again help someone out who's going to turn around and stab her in the back. She keeps doing that. But when you have a good heart, it is what it is. She'll continue to be blessed. But that's what she said about Cynthia Bailey. She's not out here dragging Cynthia. That's why she will always be blessed. And whenever Kenya Moore does an interview, you just get this sense of peace. She's calm. There's no deep-rooted hate or nothing. Even when they ask her about Milo, she answered the questions. You can just tell her aura is like, I don't have nothing to give you. I'm just answering these questions and moving along. So like I said, Kenya is not sweating Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia Bailey is the one that have something to prove. But let's talk about other things that she talked about. She talked about Sonia, the new girl. Even when describing Sonia, she even still continued to give Cynthia Bailey a compliment. The woman who said that Kenya was an acquired taste. She said, Sonia is fabulous. She reminds me of the Cynthia energy, okay? A peacemaker. She also said that she and Sheree have an amazing friendship. It doesn't seem that way. It seemed one-sided, but we shall see, because you can put it in your mind that you are not the villain, that you are friends with certain people, and then the show airs and you see the editing, and while you're doing interviews praising people, that person was going behind your back, dragging you in confessionals. Like, how that season she and Lil Sis, meaning Lil Sis, were friends, but every chance Portia got, she dragged her in confessionals. Yes, so we shall see. It looks one-sided. But Kenya says season 14 is the season of realness. It was well produced. We shall see, because you can, like I said, you can see something one way, and then the producers can decide that, oh, okay, we are going to edit it and make it look this way. The show is back to basics. And when Portia and Cynthia Bailey was brought up about not being on the show, once again, she is paying them dust. She did not drag Portia about that whole situation with her now fiance. Nothing. She said, hey, they chose to leave the show. Okay? And if that makes them happy, then I wish them happiness. Like, Dust, I got nothing for you. Even when you're not on the show, you're on social media doing all of these little things to still have an issue with me. And I've paid you, Dust. And I will continue to pay you, Dust. And that's what she did in that interview. She wished them well and she wished them happiness. But anyways, Kenya said a few more things that I want to talk about, but they are relevant to other new videos I'm going to release. So at the end of those videos, I will reference what she said in those videos. Okay, I'm wishing all of you well and take care. And here my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.